Hi everyone, welcome to Sublimate My Sew, where you can design your own fabric, print your own custom creations, and sew them into something uniquely yours. Today I have a really fun beginner-friendly project to share with you. We're making a custom bandeau top using something you probably already know how to use, Canva. The best part? We're starting with simple rectangles. No complicated drafting, no full-size pattern pieces, just a few measurements, your favorite design, and the ability to create and print your own fabric. So if this sounds exciting to you, stay with us. Today, the first thing we're going to do is open the PDF download that you got off of Etsy. And this opens up all the links that you're going to need to do your SubliSew project. And today we're going to do the bandeau top. On the bandeau top, you notice that there are two sizes for the templates in Canva. The extra small to the large is what we're going to start with first. So click View Template, open an editor, and here we have a copy of the template that we're going to use to make the bandeau top in the size extra small to large. And this one is done in a landscape orientation. And here's a reminder of the links that you can go back to on your previous PDF to access some of the resources that you need. And the most important thing in this one is the bandeau size chart for sewing. And all you do is find the appropriate bust measurements and the accompanying size. And we're going to do the extra small, which is a 12 by 12. And it's all simple, in this case, a square, but they're all simple rectangles. So I have a folder already set up for some actually USF green designs. So you simply find any design. You can download ours off our design resource library or use your own. I'm going to do the Ditzy Flora, and I'm going to go to position and resize this to a 12 by 12. And I will go ahead and center it on the page for the front panel. And because it's the front panel, I do want to do a logo. So here is a logo that I can use, and I'm going to go ahead and find the center, but I am going to cheat a little bit and move it up. Just if you picked your clothing, I thought that might be a more appropriate location. And we do have a 1/2 inch seam allowance on all sides, but the top and bottom, consider it a 2-inch seam allowance because you're going to sew in elastic. And the simplest thing to do is just copy and paste the same design since I already designed it, and that would be the back. Now I like to do an inside because you could do plain white, but when you sublimate both sides, it kind of looks really nice and luxury feel. I like the stripes here, so yeah, let's keep that. And let's go ahead and resize that to 14 by 14. And I like to sublimate the inside first and then sublimate the outside second. And it's the same piece of fabric so that both sides are actually sublimated. So go ahead and copy that for the optional inside design, but you can leave it white, but I do prefer having some kind of design in it. You just have to print out a couple more pages. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to go ahead and hit share, download. Let's do a PNG size. We'll keep that to 1 high. And let's go ahead and select our pages and custom. And it is prompting us to unselect the pages we do not want to send to a PNG print. And that is it. And click download. And here you're going to save it to someplace you'll remember where to find it. And because it's a larger file, it's going to do a zip file. So right click, extract here. And there you go. You'll see our front panel, back panel, and our optional inside panel prints. And so we are moving on to print next. Now, if you are designing size extra large to 4X, the main difference is that you're going to need side panels and the design is going to be done in the portrait orientation. And there is a separate template for that. Each size, or each section of sizes, has a different template that'll help guide you, make it easier. So in this one, you have the side panels. It's in portrait orientation. It's the exact same process. Just do the sizing according to the size chart and pick your designs, and then download, and then you are ready for print. And once it has extracted, you can go to the file, right click, and I open it with Irfan View. All this information is in the SubliSew guide. This allows access to all my printer settings. So once Irfan Views open it, you go File, Print, and it opens up the box for all my printer settings. So we can go over some of these settings. This one, you want to select your sublimation printer. Series means it's hardwired, which is way better for sublimation versus over the network, which will sometimes drop and stop in the middle of print. Select original size from image. And I believe this one you could do in either portrait or landscape, but the other ones, the larger sizes, you need to do in portrait. So once again, select the printer again. The paper size is 13 by 19, portrait properties. Double check paper size, source, orientation. You want premium presentation matte, high quality, and color. Everything else looks fine. Go to more options. That looks good. You do want to make sure bidirectional is off and mirror your image for sure. Go to advanced. These are the settings that you want to take a screenshot of. So you want to Adobe RGB 2.2, 9, 7, 15, and 4. These colors were made for these settings, at least when you're using our SubliSew library. So for the best results, that's what we recommend, those little tweaks. Then you hit OK. Everything else looks good. OK. And you are ready to hit print. This is a sublimation converted Epson EcoTank 16600 printer. We're using Hippo ink and A-Sub 13 by 19 paper. And now we move on to heat press. We are using a 16 by 24 Fancier Studio heat press. The most important thing being your Dye Trans Pro spray to keep your prints down onto your fabric. And the fabric is a 4-way stretch polyester lycra, and all the sources are available in the SubliSew Master Guide. So we have the links to everything that you need. Once you have sublimated your design onto your polyester lycra fabric, it is time to cut and assemble your pieces. I like to use a straight edge and the rolling scissors. Just be careful. You don't want to cut yourself. And I like to get as close to the edges as possible. And you'll see that you have sublimated to both sides of your fabric. So that'll give it a nice luxury finish look after you're done. Before attaching the elastic, I like to even out the tops and the bottoms and cut off all the threads. It just makes it cleaner and nicer. So just go over with your rolling scissors and even everything out. To prepare your sewing machine for the elastic, you're going to want to use a zigzag stretch stitch. And I like to set mine stitches to the widest and longest stitches possible for this. And now we're ready.